Welcome to the Whitetail Legacy Podcast.
Tomorrow is opening day.
This morning, didn't have a great hunt. Deer didn't move like usual.
We just got set up in the middle of this bedding thicket. Saving the spot from the rut. It's a nice, I think it's a nice buck.
Boom! Hits a 170.
That was money. I think he's down right over there, maybe 10 yards.
Whitetail Legacy Podcast, bringing you back to the hunt and leaving a legacy.
That OG real dream.
What is up? Here we go. This is going to be the second half of Mr. Freeze. We knew that was getting pretty long. We still had a lot of drinks to drink, so we were like, well, okay, that's all bullshit. We lost all the audio after that. We learned that our GarageBand setting was set for what, like 2 hours and 4 minutes or something,
Yeah.
something like that. So
Not very long.
So we learned that. So we lost that. So now we're going to re-record it, which is going to be cool. More time to think about it. We were pretty, is it inebriated? Is that how you say it?
Inebriated.
Yeah, whatever homie just said. So this would be a little better, I believe. Or maybe a little worse. Hell, I don't know. But let's get into our partners. Start out with a title partner, the VIP Veteran Innovative Products and the Veteran Broadhead. A big announcement for us. We're going to be at the ATA show this year with the Veteran Innovative Products. So stoked to go meet Matt and Cindy again and hang out with them, have dinner with them. They have been such a contributor to this podcast. It's insane. Big shout out to them. Stoked to go to ATA, learn, and see if it's something we want to go to again, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to give like honest feedback to people that ask me about, you know, like, is it worth going, or, you know. So
Yeah, right.
because we have people ask us, you know, what do you think about ATL? Well, I don't know, but now we will be able to be like, oh, this is, because I've heard really good stuff about it, and then I've heard people that just hate it, you know, because it's like a big cock swinging contest.
Oh yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? So
For sure. Some people go there and they hate it, but they
Yeah.
have to go there because, I mean, that's the business they're in.
yeah,
But can't thank VIP enough for letting us go there, be able to work the booth, and, you know, like I've said on here multiple times, for me to be able to talk about this broadhead to people, man, it's gonna be
gonna be fun.
It's gonna be really
Yeah.
awesome.
really get to showcase just a couple normal guys that use this broadhead and been super successful with
Yeah,
it.
and be able to tell
No
people,
market hype, no bullshit, just straight up what it is,
Yep.
you know? All right, let's get into what do we want to do? Well, let's do ECW calls. Let's go there.
Okay.
He's going to be at the Elmwood show. Mr. Freeze is going to be at the Elmwood show.
Yes.
We're going to be at the Elmwood show.
Yep.
We're going to work at Chris's booth today in Elmwood, ECW's booth today. I'd be cool if we could like just take a TV and like just, I mean, maybe showcase the turkey hunt a little bit. I don't know, maybe chop it up, but we want to get up there. We still got to do that. We need to get up there, 2 cameras, and double team a video for him, and really show you, you know, what these calls are. What you had to say? Did you have to say something?
No.
Oh,
No.
But who do you want to hit next?
Ingram.
Ingram. Oh yeah,
I'm jacked about that.
yeah. We got a lot going on.
So I've decided I'm going to do a pack mount. I think I've got a pack picked out. I believe I'm going to go New Age pack. I'm going to have, so it's got like a crossbar up at the top, and I'm going to put like my tag up there, like, you know, zip tied around it. My hunting license up there, zip tied around it. Have some arrows on like this side of it, and then have like a knife on one side. And then I'm trying to find like a old, like busted up GPS, you know?
Yeah, that'd
So,
be cool.
Kind of do like a newer age pack mount with him. So
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Little something out there. I can't wait to show you guys the mount for Mr. Freeze. It's gonna be sick.
oh man, dude, it's gonna be awesome.
Got a lot going on there.
do you want to go into it, or
I don't know. Let's keep this. We can go
All
into
right.
it maybe
Okay.
into it, but not like into the intro part of it.
Oh, okay.
Like into it, you know,
All
like
right.
the good stuff. Talk about scent lock. I hit scent lock last week. We got this fire in here, but we've been wanting to go off of for like, where'd that thing go?
oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we talked to Nick, and we're talking with him. That guy is super
knowledgeable about scent. man.
knowledgeable. So he told us that they have ScentLock has 7 steps to success in the field. So I just figured I'd kind of run through them here real quick.
Let's just do one at a time. We'll
Okay.
just one at a time. Maybe two at
Well,
a time. Let's
yeah,
not overwhelm.
Yeah. So the first step to the ScentLock success in the field is shower before heading to the field, which they have you covered there. They
Yeah.
have bar soap.
I like when I have time to shower. It makes me feel
Oh,
better.
yeah.
You know, you
I have
feel
to
like
shower.
you feel like you're primo when you're going in there. You know.
Yeah, I got a shower. And then dressing, it says in the field away from your vehicle, which
Yeah,
I think a lot of people don't really think about.
Yeah.
So,
What do you think about towels?
See, like,
Do you think you should have a towel? Like, I think
do-
you should. If you're gonna
I
go
do.
nutso crazy like we do, I think you should have a towel.
Yep, I do. I'll use one towel, and it
I'm gonna have
gets
to do that.
washed. It gets washed at the beginning of the year with my.
You keep it
All
in
my
your
clothes.
bag.
No,
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it in my bag.
I should. Yeah, that's
Then I have to
good.
walk outside naked to get the towel out of my truck. Never gonna remember that. So
So yeah, I'm kind of jacked up to get into the rest of that and kind of get some extra ideas like that.
yeah. We're gonna showcase that over the episodes because that would overwhelm me and I'd forget.
Right.
So we got shower and dressing in the field away from your vehicle.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I like that. That's all of them. Man, we're getting good
Here
at
we go.
this. We're getting real good. That was quick. All right, guys. Second, Mr. Freeze. Officially scored now. Gross 192 inches. Boone and Crockett. So all the questions, all the people asking me, me not knowing. When we scored him that night, homie was doing the calculator. So I mean, she got a little crazy. We added 5 inches or so. Then
No.
when I scored him again, what did we get that?
We had 196 and an eighth.
Did
or
we?
something.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I scored him again, I got 194,
Mhm.
and then when he scored him, 192.
Which I mean,
So-
he is going to shrink a little bit. I don't know how much they shrink. Over
Yeah,
time.
see, I don't know, but that's green scored. That's
Yeah.
green scored. So he net 186 and like 6/8.
dude. The net is sick on that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
still net booner unless he shrinks, but not going in the book. I don't want. We got enough people coming to this county that I'm not going to let you guys know what county it is. But we left off with we just shot him. We were soaking it in, right, and we were going through the process.
We skipped over the part, I believe. Well, we didn't skip over it. We lost it. You were in the stand and you called Rayner, and then
yeah.
you want to do a blood trail with him.
Okay, so we lost all that.
I think so.
Okay, so in the video, you guys we'll release it. It's going to be a while. We really want to put time and effort in getting the videos perfect because we're not really on a schedule. We haven't set
Yeah.
a schedule with anybody or anything like that. So we're going to make sure that they're absolutely perfect before we send them out. You will be able to, about the time that you forgot that we shot Mr. Freeze, is when the video come out. So, anyways, I'm in the stand and I told homie, I said, I really want to remember the feelings right after you get it done, even on like a doe or anything. So filming is a great way to do that. So I just kept telling Jake, I said, we're just going to film everything from here on out. And I wanted to film you walking up and everything, but I didn't do that. But so my son just turned 3 in October and he's been on me every time we go hunting. He wants to track blood and find a deer. Like he sees it on the television, and stuff like that. And
Which is super awesome. I mean, 3
Yeah.
years old, wants to get on a blood trail.
he
That's
wants to get
sick.
on a blood trail, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll find him. I'm good. And I was like, all right, and every time I go out, I'm like, all right, I tell my wife, I said, make sure he's up, make sure he's not napping, or anything like that. towards night, because I mean,
Mhm.
it's getting, 5 o'clock. He's getting, getting settled down. Like, make sure you don't fall asleep early just in case I do shoot something. He can come out. So I call him, and I break down quite a bit when I'm talking to him. That's another special moment with my boy with both my boys. I took my 6-month-old out there too in the car seat. My wife's a champ for letting me do that. She came out too, but call him, and I say, Daddy shot a deer. And at first, like, he probably like, no, you don't shoot nothing. Because he's like, what? He's like, I don't believe this because you've been hunting forever and not shot
Yeah.
anything.
Right.
So I
say to him, you've been hunting for 2 months straight.
yeah. So I'm like, Daddy shot a deer. I need you to help me find it. At this point, I see the deer is laying over there, And at this point, I don't know what it is. I don't know it's Mr. Freeze. I know it's a giant, and I think it's Mr. Freeze. So, he's like, all right, I'll find him. And then he says, like, I'm an exerciser. I'll find him because I'm an exerciser or something. Like the perfect 3-year-old response. So then I tell my wife, hey, everybody needs to come out here and enjoy this moment with me. This is super special to me. So I want everybody here. And it's not like, we're not like right off the road. We're way back
we are
there.
deep.
You got to go way down this deep draw, cross this creek, and up
the
another
hill.
draw. Yeah, so he gets there and I show him where I was setting and where we found the deer, and it's not warm either. It's cold. It's snowing, like sleet
yeah.
mixed.
As soon as Mr. Freeze hits the ground, it starts snowing.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
Camera lenses fogging up.
yeah. And then we get on this a little bit of blood right where I shot him, and he takes off. Not following anything, obviously, but. Just takes off, and then we're like 50 yards away from him, and he's like, oh, I see his butt. I'm like, where? He's like, right there. I'm like, oh, good job, man. You're great at this. He gets up there, and at first, he's pumped, but like he don't know, what I mean?
He's just like,
He's like, is it still alive? That's what he's
Yeah.
worried about, and I'm like, no. And then he's like, we're gonna eat him, right? I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna eat him, Today I was cooking sausage, and he was like, you shoot this? I was like, no. And he's like, why not? I'm like, because there's no pigs around here. He's like, oh, no, I seen one. I'm like, you didn't see nothing? He's like, I seen one in the woods. I'm like, maybe I'll shoot some pigs one day, but I got to go. We got to travel a long way in the car to do that.
yeah.
Oh, no, I seen one. I'm like, all right. He wants, like, he already wants me to shoot stuff that we eat. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
we got this at the grocery store. And he says, why? I'm like, I'm trying to explain to him. I'm like, well, I can't go shoot a pig, And but he finds him, and then he gets warmed up to him, and I'm thinking, what do you think? And he don't say much. I'm like, is it a good deer? Yeah, it's good deer. He don't understand, like the size or anything like that. He just sees a deer on the ground, And I'm like, think it's big buck? Yeah, it's big buck. I'm like, you're supposed to be jacked right now, man. But
Dude is just across the board, just chill.
just chill. And
But I actually just watched that video. I've been watching the hell out of them, kind of
Yeah.
going through it again, man. And we got Rainer on video going up there, and then kind of circling around Mr. Freeze, and you're down there, and you can just tell he gets like literally right next to him. He's like, well, there's a deer.
yeah, he's like, well, I found it,
And then you're like, well, get down here, and he's just like, I don't know, man, but it's there. And then you're like, hey, it's not going anywhere, it's here. And then you're asking him, oh, is it a big buck and this and that? And then you're like, well, bringing my 6-month-old out here,
Yeah.
the wife's packing him in right now.
My wife's in the background just packing the car seat in. So it's pretty cool. I get to tell my 6-month-old, he'll be like telling his buddy, I tracked the 190s when I was 6-month-old, found it right away. So
Yep.
if you ever need me, just call me.
Went right to it
right to it. So
on minimal blood.
yeah, so that was awesome. One thing that we didn't talk about after we recorded it, and I wanted to mention, but huge shout out to Homie and Jake for helping me drag this deer out. I don't think people understand like where we were at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's deep.
I mean, we were deep, but just getting up that hill. I mean, how many times did we break?
I think 4 up one hill.
Yeah.
After
we got it down across the creek, up like the little flat, and got to the hill, I mean.
So we did some family pictures, and then we did a picture of us guys with Rainer, and I think Bladen was in them.
He was in a couple.
He was in a couple. I don't know if he's in it with us.
Yeah.
So then I took the camera back, and you started dragging. You're like, well, you asked Rainer, well, how are we going to get him out of here?
Yeah.
And Rainer's like, I don't know. He's like, well, you think we'll just drag it?
Yeah. I was trying to get him to like grab a hold,
Right.
and drag a little bit. But
So you started dragging Mr. Freeze, which down the hill.
yeah, just coasting.
Getting to the stand. I'm like, well, you're good to the stand. So I got some footage of you dragging, Rainer falling down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, we get to the creek. We get the car seat up and through the creek, get Taylor through the creek.
Oh, yeah, I had to piggyback her across the creek. I
Right.
mean, it's decent, deep creek.
The east side bank where
Yeah.
you got to climb up and out.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nipple high when
Yeah.
you're standing in the creek. So you're getting everybody back up to the truck, and Jake and I are just down there, talking, and I'm like, all right, it's gonna be brutal from here on out,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So
I can imagine what you guys are saying. Like, oh my God, you see this hill right here?
Yeah.
Like I'm getting all my kids up to the truck, the backpacks and the tree arm and all that, And I think they took the camera up there too, just like everything that we had, pretty much. So
Yep. So
it was 218 field dressed. So I mean, it was a giant buck, but we drug him a little ways, gutted, but we gutted him right there, and then drug him up that hill, man. But just getting like across the creek and up that nipple high ridge, that was brutal. I was wore out at that point. And I was like, we could have called someone for a 4-wheeler and waited, but I think we were just so jacked. We were like, oh, we got this.
you guys should have seen Cody running around the woods. I mean, it was like Usain Bolt just running everywhere, just jacked.
Yeah, I'm running
Never slowing
uphill,
down.
downhill, sideways, just carrying stuff. I'm coming down the hill, Ric Flairing.
Right.
But
So while you were up at the truck getting the family back in the truck, I didn't shotgun hunt with my family this year, because the whole thing with my piece. So I got tags here in Knox County, and we're gonna get some stuff going on here, and that way it didn't get put in a bad spot there. So it's Saturday at 11, and Cody shot Mr. Freeze at 10 after 9. And my dad texted me, hey, how's your hunt going? And I said, Dad, it's insane. I said, Cody just dropped his target buck, and then I got a doe on film. I said, this deer's like 190 inches. And I'm reading this right off my phone. I said, we're both bawling like babies. I said, so much work for us, over 120 hours for each of us on stand. We hunted hard, all the running trail cams, hunting the perfect conditions. I said, it was some really, really cool moments that we had. And he said, that's awesome. And then I sent him a picture of Mr. Freeze, and he's like, damn!
yeah,
So, even when you weren't there, man, I was still blown away by everything that was going on, and just pumped to be a part of it.
yeah. I mean, I there's a lot of people that you want there in a situation like that, and there's a lot of people that you don't want there in a situation like that. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that you and Jake were there. That was special. I mean, a lot of fun.
What are the chances? First time Jake goes out this year.
Yeah, first time Jake goes with me,
How
and then
cool is that?
Kapumi, So there's a few other people I wish could have been there, but they're not. Like my grandpa, that'd have been sick. For him to
That'd
be
have
there.
been awesome.
Dallas, that'd have been cool for him to be there. My grandpa would have shit when I drug that thing out. Just like Nick's family when we got it to the house.
Oh,
they were
yeah.
like, oh my God. I was like, yes.
Well, even Nick, when he was here
Yeah.
last week, his wife was telling, yep, it's a big one.
Yeah. So, but we get it across the creek, and we get to this hill, man, and it's brutal. I mean, it's a lot of work to get up.
So you field dressed him at the creek.
Yeah, and then we drug him up and got up to the top. And shout out to homie for letting me field dress my own deer too. That was cool. When I got back down there, I was like, I figured you guys were already gonna be starting and
No,
shit.
no.
And I kind of like that process. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I need to do it all. You know.
Yeah, well,
That's why I made you do yours. I was like, I'll hold the
right,
leg, bro.
Right. So, just from what I've done, growing up, whenever anybody shoots a giant buck, you don't field dress it. You just get to look at it and, really soak it in. And, you come back down. I don't know if you had the knife with you or if you had to go to the truck and bring it back. I'm not sure. But me and Jake were just down there, just talking, just still talking about the hunt and stuff. And, we're still amped at this point. And then you come back down and, you started getting into him, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'll do it. No problem." I said, "I'll gut him. You just step back and soak it in." And you're like, "No, I'll do it. I want to do it." And I was like, "Okay, So I grabbed the camera again, and Jake had the legs under control, so I grabbed the camera again and started, taking some pictures.
Took the antlers and just shoved him in the ground so he would stay
Right.
set. Worked out pretty good.
You did.
Yeah, pretty
So,
sweet pics.
Yeah, I did offer, and that's just something.
You rocked it on the pics though, bro.
Yeah,
You did.
dude.
You killed it.
When I got home and started going through the pictures on like that Monday after, that week of Thanksgiving, I was like, dude, we got some really cool
Yeah,
pics.
crush it on the pics. So
It'd been better if the lens didn't fog up a little bit.
yeah,
But
hey, that's part of
it
it.
is what it is.
But when we got it up to the truck, we were sitting there, and I was, we were just about ready to throw it in the truck. We were just sitting there, and homie's like, "Man, it'd be really nice to have a beer right now." I'm
Yeah.
like, "I got you, bro." I had a cooler in the back from when I went to Missouri. I had some beers with me when we were down there hunting. I was like, "I got you."
You're like, dude, I think there's some beers in this cooler right here. I was like, oh, dude, this is going to be the best tasting beer if there's beer in this right here.
Yeah, freaking
Open it up, dude.
Sam Adams, Bush
Perfect.
Light, everything just sitting there ready to rock.
I think one Sam Adams, and I gave it to you.
Yeah, I drank that
Yeah.
some. Yeah, it was good.
That was nice.
Primo.
So,
There's ice all around them, but they weren't frozen. So I'm like,
Right.
this is perfect. But yeah, that was sweet. And then got it home, and then we just hung out in the garage with it while the locker was like crazy busy, and I wanted
Oh,
to get
yeah.
him a cape and take it right then. And with a buck like that, like you're gonna do all grind anyways, besides the loins and air loins, because they're just so old and
Tough,
rutted
yeah.
up. Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna take it to the locker anyways. So we didn't do anything here, and it was just kind of set in the back of your truck. We just kind of sat out there. And,
yeah, we went in and had lunch, and then we had some deer chili, actually.
yeah. Wife had deer chili on stat.
Then
Luckily.
come out here, turned the truck around, backed it up to the garage, and just we had a time lapse going of us just kicking back, having a couple beers, soaking it in, man, just
Yeah.
looking at him, seeing how giant he was compared to the doe I shot.
Yeah.
Rask showed up.
Yeah.
I don't know who he was talking to on the phone, but he called or text you.
Yeah, I can't remember. I was like,
he-
I was asking like, how was your hunt? And I think he missed or seen a giant or missed a giant or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, why don't you
I
come
think on
on
Friday he did.
Why don't you come on down to my house? And he's like, what did you do?
What did you do?
I'm like, I did something. Just come down.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him, what I had going on. He came around the corner. What did he say?
He's talking to some guy on the phone. Seemed like a pretty big deal. And he's like, I'm going to have to let you go. I got to send you a picture of this.
I'm gonna have to let you go, man. So
Yeah. And then, we were talking to Jake about it. And Jake shot some really nice deer over the years. And, it was Jake, Cody, and I, and Jake. And we're still just trying to soak it in, man. Like, just going through the hunt, just, getting everybody's perspective on it and, everything that we've done and, the things we thought that weren't working that actually weren't hurting us, but,
and then that's when you shoot the deer and you realize you kind of put the pieces together on what he was doing. You're like, well, then everything starts coming together. You're like, all right, he was doing this, and then you start adding it up. But
I think if we would have seen him, like the day you shot him, we knew exactly where he was going.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we would have seen him while bow hunting,
one time,
we
would have been
we'd
real
like,
confident.
Yeah, we'd have been like, okay, he's doing exactly what we think he's doing.
Yeah.
So
But when you just have it in your mind and trail cam pics, you're like, if the trail cam pics, he could be doing this, very possible. And if I was a buck, this is exactly what I would be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we were there. But and it's crazy how like in your mind you remember like when he came in, and then when you watch the video, you're like, oh man, he was going a lot slower than I remember. Like I thought he was blasting in there. You know what I mean? Like, you know. And then when I watched the video, I'm like, man, he's just like walking.
He's just chilling, man.
You know, we could have got a lot more footage of him, but I wasn't messing around.
No.
So, but yeah, then we took him to the locker, and then you know watched him cape out, see when he weighed and stuff, and that was like I said when I was watching him caping out. You know, when I just got the body was gone, they just like rolled the body away, and I was like, you know, that's when it soaks in. You know, you're like, okay, this is it, it's over.
This
you know?
is when he'll never be on trail cam again.
Yeah, he's gone. This is over. Never gonna pull cam. Be like, you know, is he gonna be on there? So that was kind of a surreal moment. I think I told you that. I was like, it's over. You know?
We were there, and you're like, dude, it's over. I was like, yep.
You know,
never be on trail cam again, man.
Yeah, never. You know, then, I mean, people text me, a lot of good texts, a lot of kind of negative stuff too. But
really,
I think, I don't know, a lot of people that were just like, you know, I'll get, you know, you're so lucky. I know I'm lucky, but they're like, oh, you're so lucky. You know, I missed that deer with a muzzleloader, or I think I passed him 2 years ago during shotgun season, or I passed him last year as a 170 because I thought he was young. And
well, see, I mean, if anybody listens to this podcast, and if anybody knows you personally, I mean, obviously they know you to a degree personally.
Yeah.
If they're texting you, but dude, just like Nick said, and I backed him up last week, nobody's done more work than you. Like I think
there's people out there that do around that area.
There is, but I mean, just a normal guy, and then everything that we have going on together, you know, I mean, every chance you get, we're doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, I even told you, I don't know what day it was or whenever, but it was early November, and I said, dude, I hope you shoot a buck before I do because you deserve it more than I do. And
I think it was after the third all-day set. It was in the Snap group. You're like, dude, because you did 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And you knew how cold it was, and there was no deer movement. And I was on my third in a row, and you're like, dude, you deserve it way more than me. But I don't feel it like that. Like, I'm out there hunting for myself, you know what I mean? So I think everybody can shoot big deer. You just got to hunt. And I don't think you can earn a deer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, personally, I feel like I earn deer, but I don't think you can just pure earn deer on work, because it takes a lot of that's a big portion of it, but it takes a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, I'm the same way with you. Like, personally, I feel like I can earn a deer, but I don't feel like
people can, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like
that's a weird thing right there, you know? Cause
I feel like if, say like it's beginning of the season, right? And I'm here, I'm like, well, you know, I don't have a lot of picks. I'm not going to go today. And then I didn't shoot a buck. Like, I did that. You know, I hunted fairly hard, but I passed a lot of days. And at the end of the year, I didn't shoot a buck. I'd be pissed at myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd be like, you know.
And then that day, you probably got a buck on trail cam.
You know, I'd be upset. But if I went out there every chance I had and hunted hard, hunted all day sets, and didn't shoot a deer, I'd be proud of myself. I'd be like, I did everything that I possibly can to get it done. I was here as much as I possibly could be. So that's a successful season. Just like I told you, or I don't know when I said it, not every season is successful because you shoot something. Right. I mean, look how much we learned just off this one trail cam pool we just did. Look how much we learned. That if we would have been like, well, I already shot bucks, I'm not really worried about running trail cams, you know. I'm not really getting stoked about next year's rut. I'm stoked for next year's rut, you know.
I'm
already
ready to go right now.
Know? Put in a text, I was like, 2019 rut's coming, it's getting close, and you get ready, you know what I mean?
You did.
That's just the mindset, you know, you just keep rolling, keep moving, but that's it on Mr. Freeze. I went and had him done check out Average Hunter on Twitter. That guy is super solid.
Yeah.
Check out him. He has a Facebook too, and I don't know if he has an Instagram or not. I'm sure he does, but
yeah.
He actually started podcasting.
Really?
I didn't know that. Yeah, he started like 2012.
Yeah, he commented on the tag picture we just
Oh,
put
nice. Okay. Do we follow him then? Average Hunter?
up.
We need to.
We need to look
yeah,
at it,
I need
yeah.
to look at that. I'm not real good at doing that on all the medias and
Right.
making sure, but super solid dude. Got some giants down. Got 170s and a couple other bucks. Super nice deer.
Hell yeah.
Huge into bass fishing. He bass fishes close to the house here, so hopefully I can meet up with him. And I'm all about making friendships, and do a little bass fishing with him and stuff, and just grow a friendship and talk about deer hunting. And he hunts by Williamsfield, so he's not very far away.
Oh,
So, be a good guy if he needs help tracking a deer or something like that.
Right.
Go over there, help him out. Real's this solid dude. Got a hell of a following on Twitter, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but it's huge. But yeah, he started podcasting, the Average Hunter podcast. So I think it was a lot like this. And then he decided to not do it, but kept his social media and stuff going up. So check him out. He scored him for me. So real cool. Drinking some Coors Lights and just scoring deer. And
did you take him some beers?
yeah,
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, that's cool.
You gotta take him some beers
Mm-hmm.
because you can't pay them because then like they might add an inch or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, gotcha.
They can't accept money. So I was like, well, I can at least get you some beers. Then you know what I mean? I get you some kind of currency, and was able to do that. So that's the story there. I mean, it's like we said. I don't know if this got on there or not, if it cut off, but just if someone does do something like this, I mean, make sure and slow down and soak it in. Because if I wouldn't have done that, it wouldn't. I mean, the deer, just like anybody else, well, people say, well, you think you're going to shoot a bigger one? Well, I'm going to try like hell, but it's not ever going to be as special as the first one.
No.
With with that situation and how we did it right, man. It wasn't about like I wasn't answering people on my phone for like 3, 4, 5 hours.
That's because it was dead.
I didn't
No.
care. I didn't even have it on me. I was just all about family, friends. Let's get this memory. Let's soak it in. Let's record as much as we can to showcase to other people and to showcase my son when he's 10. I'm like, dude, check out this blood trail you went on at 3
Yeah.
years old.
That
You
was
know what I
sick.
mean? That's going to be sick. If my dad had that stuff for me, there's no way you can't like deer hunting. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
so that
And
would
at
be
the end of it, it's
sick.
a 192.
Yeah. First blood trail. I mean, he's seen some deer that I brought home and stuff, but he's never been on a blood trail because
Just,
if I shoot him on the north, dude, you imagine taking a 2-year-old in the north and all that brush and stuff.
there's no way.
It wouldn't
He'd
work.
lose an eyeball.
Yeah. So that was more open.
Yeah, dude, I thought that was really cool. With my piece being so far, it's hard
Yeah.
for me to do something like that.
And then with your
Aiden.
buck shot being not
Being
know that he's down.
questionable. Yeah.
Even to like, I wouldn't even want to do it at that age. Like if I didn't know the buck was down, like if
Yeah.
there was blood to follow and I knew I put a good shot on him, I'd want to find the deer, back out, then let him follow the blood. I wouldn't want him to be there
I
firsthand.
yeah. I mean, because we could have went a half mile,
Yeah, and then as you get up into that stuff, there's just no way you could have made it.
You're carrying a bow, you're carrying a kid,
Yeah.
you got your knife, your
Plus,
deer
we're
drag.
trying to film it, and
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of stuff going on.
So I thought that was cool. Get him out there. That's definitely something that I want to do at some point here.
shoot one on the lease, it'd be primo. If you shoot one out of the homie stand or the honey set, that's gonna be real nice.
Yeah.
It just runs right towards the food plot,
That'd be
crashes up in there.
sick. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Hey man, come walk down this mode trail.
Yeah, come walk down this mode trail. We're gonna cut into the timber right here. and
Yep.
there he is. So we got time. We got best thing about it is we got years to chase deer still, and we're still gonna learn and hopefully find another giant to chase. If not, like I keep telling everybody, I'm gonna still shoot mature bucks. We got a buck on cam right now. Is he what? How many points? Is he a 4 on one side or a 3?
He's a 4.
He's a 4 and then a lightning bolt on the other side. I don't even know how else to describe
Oh,
it.
that one? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the big one.
No.
Yeah, the other one.
I'm more
I think
jacked
he's
about.
6.
I'm
I
jacked
think he's
about.
a 5-pointer.
Yeah, yeah.
You're more jacked
I'm
about
jacked
it.
about that one.
Cody's more jacked about a 90-inch 6-pointer that's got a jacked up rack than a 170.
Yeah. We got this 90-inch here that I'm ready to shoot. That'd be, and people were like, "Well, you just shot a 190." Well, yeah, I mean, but it's a mature, just weird freak
Yeah, I don't know.
90-inch buck.
He looks fully healthy.
Yeah.
No limp, no scars, no nothing. Just
It's weird.
just a
looking.
wacky rack.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm all about him. I got to come up with a name and
It's like his right main beam comes out, and then instead of it just like going up and around like a regular main beam, it just kind of comes up and it wraps around. But instead of it like planing out and coming out to the main beam, it just goes like straight down, and then he's got a point off of it.
then straight at like a 10-inch point.
And yeah,
You'd have to score that as a main beam though, right?
I would think so.
I don't even know. But it's just cool, So I'm jacked about that. And if I shot that, people would be like, "What are you doing with your life?" You know what I mean? But kill a 190 and a jacked up buck that's mature, you can tell he's 4,
Yeah,
5.
so we've got this other buck on trail cam we've been following all year. We're pretty sure he's 3.5, and then we just did this trail cam poll, and we got all these other deer on trail cam, and you can tell they're at least 4.5.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell that this other deer's 3.5, and this deer's one of them. He's 4.5, got a giant body,
Yeah. Big blocky body and
just swollen neck. I
Yeah.
mean, the neck is giant.
got him daylighting at night couple times, couple different cams. So he was all
Yeah,
over the
he's
place.
everywhere.
So, but I kept telling homie, I'm like, we weren't hunting.
I was gonna say that's what happens when you got a 200 somewhere.
Yeah, when you got a giant one place, you got to hunt there instead of hunting other properties. But we left the cams running, and we kind of stank game planned it. I said, we're going to put these on a scrape and on a rut cruising area. I said, the early pictures might not be good, but later in the year, it's just going to get better and better and better. And that's what happened. There was a week and a half there where it was just insane. And then it was just like, nothing,
Yeah.
So, but now we know. Okay, now we know. Okay, this time period next year, this should be on fire. Or we're seeing the rut a week earlier on the other piece. We need to be getting up there because it's about to get good. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, because I was starting to get a little discouraged. I mean, running cams hard, staying out of there, not pressuring it.
yeah,
And then you're not seeing, I mean, you got your homebody bucks. They're hit and miss. They're daylighting. And then, you're trying to put a game plan together, run trail cams another 2 weeks.
but we didn't pull any trail cams in the good stuff. We pulled the trail cams, early when it should have been on a feed field or close to a feed field when we had it on a scrape or on a
Yeah.
So, but we've got them figured out better now. We feel like,
Yeah.
So we're gonna go in there and
real confident now.
yeah, we're gonna go in there and put a lot of work into that piece. So stoked about that. Food plotting, ground blind. I'm making a wagon blind. I don't even know if I've told them about that or not, but I'm making a.
You mentioned it.
I'm
but I
making
don't
a
think
wagon blind. You guys will be able to see it on social media when I get it done. Maybe the process of it too. Pretty excited about that. Plan on taking Rainer out for a hunt next year.
Yeah, Aiden just asked me today if he's because
That'd
he
be-
seen me getting ready to come here. He's
That'd
like,
be perfect.
I want to go hunting.
That'd be perfect to put him in. You could pack him in there, maybe just shotgun season or something, set an evening, pack out. Then they could get a feel. I mean, heck, they could have a tablet in there or
Yeah.
trucks or whatever they wanted to do until the action got there, to keep them entertained. Because it's hard to entertain a 4-year-old, 3-year-old. It's just hard. So we're already game planning for next year, as you guys can tell. One thing I would like to say is we have a lot of content coming up that's going to be solid. We're going to try to do this thing where we got a couple buddies and a couple guys that I reached out that shot absolute giant deer that are not famous, that are not, that are hunting pressure ground and stuff. And we're going to try to showcase some absolute monsters that got shot by normal guys just like us. And more or less to show you that it's possible to do, Just like I was talking to Alex, how big was that buck that he shot?
Alex.
Yeah. You're going to make me say his last name. Nadolski?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nadolski?
Nadolski,
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Kickstand buck?
Yeah. How big was that? 170s, right?
It was close. I mean, yeah, definitely 160s.
Typical 170s, just a regular average guy.
12?
Cameron shot he has not got it scored yet, but above 185.
If we're going to have Alex back on, we got 2 giant buck stories from him.
Yeah. So I would like to have him back on because we missed that story.
Yeah.
So I'd like to have like a little bit of like after season time where we just talk about giant, huge bucks getting shot by normal people. I reached out to a couple other people that shot absolute giants. One guy can come on after March, tell a story, kind of go through the game plan. Got another guy lined up. I'm not sure when he can come on. We're going to have Mark on, Hurley. Going to be talking about, dude, that guy. I cannot wait till you guys hear some of his techniques. He is baller, man. He goes all in hardcore. He's sleeping out in the timber.
Right.
To kill these deer. I mean, that's insane. That's so cool.
That blew my mind that night he said that.
We're going to have a guy that owns a very successful land management business. He's going to come on, talk about what you can do in the off season. We're going to drill him on food plots, drill him on bedding, stuff like that you guys can be thinking about off season. What else we got lined up? Anything? We're gonna be. I don't think we're gonna do any live ATA shows, but we'll definitely we might do one. We might do one while we're there, maybe. I think we need to do like an initial what we're thinking it's gonna be, and then the post what it is.
Gotcha.
I think we should do that just so like the normal everyday guy that might have a chance one time to go. Should you spend the money and go, or should you just not go?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
So do like a pre-ATA, post-ATA, and that's going to get us through a while. One thing I would like to say, if you guys have a topic, we haven't done that. If you guys have a topic that you want us to cover, we're not going to cover it because we're not super knowledgeable, but we'll find someone that can cover it. I think we should put out a post like that, maybe. Because kind of off season, even with our numbers after deer season, they go down, listen wise. So it'd be cool to really get some off season. I really want to get that Olympic bow shooter on here too.
Oh yeah.
I got her card still. Be able to get a hold of her, get her on here. That'd be a cool episode.
I can tell you what we got coming down the chute, which. You hinted, we're recording all this and, we're going to put some film out. I feel like we had no film previous to November 12th. We had like nothing on the hard drive. I mean, we just had
Then you got my card.
And then I shoot my buck and, we do some stuff there. And then you shoot Mr. Freeze, and I just feel like the hard drive's full, and you haven't even
got all my stuff.
Oh, I put it all on there.
I got 2 other cards you haven't even pulled off of yet.
What?
Yes.
Oh, it did. I hope it's not like the first one.
No, that's my main one,
right.
the 64 gigs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got 2 32s. I got multiple time lapses on it. The time lapse of me and you in the honey set together.
Oh, okay.
I got that on there. I got that forked horn encounter that was 5 yards.
Okay, yeah,
because
I was wondering about that.
Right. Did you get the 6-point?
Which one?
From Boonertown?
No.
I got that on there.
6-point from Boonertown.
The one that was real close, but I did the packet and hunt.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
You got that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, oh, man, dude, 2 more cards.
Yeah.
I was like, man, all this footage that we have, like, in October and this and that, I was like, we're probably not going to use 3/4 of it. I was like, man, all that work, just going in, filming, being sure it's good, down.
We're going to try to bring you different film than what you guys have seen, too. That's our main goal. We want to be, we're not professionals.
No.
We don't want to act like we're professionals. We want to, this is what it is, and this is what it's about, and that's kind of the route we're going. It's not some big showboat sponsor, big thing, it's just what it is. It's what hunting is, what it should be.
So probably when we get to the Mr. Freeze episode, we'll I don't know how we're going to go about it, but, we'll get the shot on film, and then I'll be editing it up, and I'll just kind of kick you out the door and get your reaction in there.
By reaction?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna win the best hair award in any action ever.
And then give Jake the camera, and I come around and I got my stocking hat up above my ears, so it looks like I got elf ears. I was like, what? Why didn't nobody tell me that?
I just I've been wearing a beanie for 3 days straight, hunting hard. You know what I mean? You got that beanie hair, you rip it off after you shoot a buck, and you're like, yeah, I look real solid right there.
Yeah. You're like, I'm definitely not cold anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think we could get most of that in there. It's just a time, man. It's just hard to manage on how long you should make an episode.
And then after we get them, obviously tagged up and out of the woods.
We still got a lot of video after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we tried to...
We got him. We got Ingram caping him out.
Yeah, we tried to really get the whole story, beginning to end. Even last year's stuff that we were filming, we tried to get the whole thing so people can really feel it out. It's not just okay, here we are, guys. It's November 12th. I've been hunting this deer for 3 years. Here he comes. I shot him. Okay, this is my victory shot. End.
Yeah.
That's not how it happened.
No.
Let me see the work, man. Let me see the trail cam pics. Let me see you sitting in the stand freezing your butt off. Let me see, let me see the good stuff. Like that. I mean, a lot of people get off on the kill shot. I love it. It's awesome. I get jacked right before it happens when I watch something.
We barely got it.
Yeah, we barely got it. It's there. Thank you, Jake McGee.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, just there's a lot more to the story than that. So I'm excited to share that. Excited for people to see that film. That might be another thing to suggest. How long is too long? You know what I mean? I don't know. That might be a good thing to ask
what was that
on
one
social media.
you told me to watch the other day? Was that 12 minutes or 8 minutes?
18.
It was 18?
Yeah. Or the one the other day.
Yeah.
Mac. I think that was 14.
14?
Yeah.
I'll have to look at it.
I watched
It
an
should still be-
18-minute one, though, and I watched the whole thing, and I was like, man, that was 18 minutes. So I don't really know, that might be a good question to ask,
Yeah.
If you guys feel like you want to message us in and for topics of what you would like to get covered. And, we got another guy lined up to come on and talk about photography.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be
Yeah.
cool. I like that a lot.
I
So,
would, yeah.
gonna talk
I
about-
actually messaged him after you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I
Oh,
messaged
nice.
him. And
yeah, he
kinda-
messaged us to ask about, coming on. I'm like, what you want to cover? And then we went over it. I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty solid,
Yeah, so
Because
I
we
s-
could learn stuff. And then I know a lot of other people that listen to this that have talked to us are starting to film or thinking about it. And then everybody takes pictures after
Oh, yeah, definitely
afterwards,
pictures.
So I think that's something cool. And it's off season. We could talk about it, and
Yep.
go from there. But
Yep, I just kind of asked him what his setup was and kind of feeling it because we're running a Canon. I was
Yeah.
just trying to figure out what kind of Canon he was running, and so definitely
that's going to be cool.
pumped up for that.
But yeah, maybe we should ask, how long is too long? That'd be a good question. Just run a poll on it and see what you guys think. If you want to message in, and say, I watched this one and it was this long. You don't even have to give us a name of what you watch. Just say, 20 minutes is too long, 10 minutes is too long,
Yeah.
Because this is our first year really going hardcore where we got enough to do some really solid videos, some storytelling videos, and we don't want to bore you guys.
Yeah, we don't want to drag it out and you guys miss
what
everything.
we think is great might be different than what 90% of other people think.
And then I was thinking about, I was like, dude, if we put all this together and then, we go back to watch it to look for, if we want to change anything or add something here, add something there, or add, lighting or whatever. I was like, dude, we got to watch, 22 minutes to get to, the 18-minute mark and be like, well, we're going to take that out. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, so it's hard
But I want to be sure we get everything
I
to
want to
tell the story,
Yeah. That's the main thing.
So
So
that's what I'm just saying. It is overwhelming right
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I haven't even touched it.
it's a lot. Well, you got one almost done.
Yeah,
Close.
close.
That one's pretty, what's it, 4 or 5 minutes or something?
It's 5,
Yeah.
just over 5.
You're going to add a little bit to it, but not much. But that's a cool one. I mean,
Yeah, I like it.
Something different. So we're excited about that. Actually be something on the YouTube for people to follow because we didn't even talk about our YouTube anymore. So, but it'd be fun to be for listeners to be able to listen to the show and then actually live out what we're talking about.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that's what I was saying. You know, we follow a couple big time social media, you know, groups and hunters and stuff, and all they have is their videos, you know, in their social media platform. But in order for us to do what we're doing right here, you know, answering questions, talking about stuff, elaborating on the hunt, and, you know, talking about some special things we did, you know, they have to do like a live video. Well, not everybody's going to be able to tune into your live video, but everybody can maybe find an hour to get in and listen to a podcast on
Yeah.
a road trip or something, you know?
Yeah. So we love the podcast game. We're going to be in this for a while. We're definitely not going to leave it to go to the video game because that's not our strong. I've always said I got a face for radio, so
Yeah.
this is where I'm going to stay. But
You'll figure that out at
I think it would be
ATA.
really cool if like if I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about it. They were talking about like this buck from 2 years ago, and then you're watching it, you're like, oh yeah, I remember them talking about
Yeah,
that.
that's-
You know, I
that'd
think
be
that would
super
be
cool.
You know,
Super cool.
so then you can relate like I had a message in from the Mr. Freeze episode, and he was like, that was so detailed. I feel like I was sitting right there with you. I'm like, well, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
But wait to release the video, then you're gonna feel like you're there. you
Yeah,
know?
that'd be sick.
So, anything else you want to put on this one? This is like Mr. Freeze recap, what we got going on for the beginning of next year.
Yeah. What's your
Season's not over.
I was gonna say, what's your hunting looking like?
Yeah,
before we
season's
wrap it
not
up?
over. I still got high hopes for season. So, still, we didn't get Mr. Maybe on cam. I was hoping that we'd get him on cam after he was wounded.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get that.
Nope.
So we didn't do it, but there's a buck out there that I actually passed earlier in the season that ended up getting shot. Not sure if he's alive or dead by one of the neighbors, and I was going to hunt him if he was wounded. We know that there's no deer there. The lease, well, there's deer there, but we know that we know that there's nothing big that's staying there since the snow came and just flattened it. So it's the lease. It's bucks on the mobile showing up. I'd like to pull the stealth cam and see if G2 buck's there. That's a weak name. We need to come up with
Stealth-
another.
oh,
Yeah, we need to come up with another name for him.
What's he? Is he the one? Is that the camera by the scrape tree, or is that the
Yeah.
one by the honey set?
That's the one by the honey set. The stealth cam. It's still running. The wild game's still running
Okay.
with cards. So, like to pull those when I go cut the scrape tree down.
Yeah.
And, if something's daylight and coming to one of those feed fields, maybe hunt there.
Watch you cut that tree down, and that whole segment just is junk.
The whole thing's gone. There's a lot of other trees were up there. But,
Yeah.
And then public, man. I'm gonna go public. I know where they're at late season. I can see like 20 something deer a night. Not crazy hard to get them out. Done it before. Well, it's better than Mr. Freeze, but not distance is longer, but no hills.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I would say there's a lot better deer tracks than that.
Yeah. So, gonna do that. Hope to get you out there. I know this time of year is like family, working a lot. Work always picks up this time of year. It's an insane amount. And a lot of family get-togethers. I got stuff planned right after this with family. So,
Yeah, my season, I don't think I'm going to go back to my piece. I'm going to go down there, probably actually pull at least one of the stands I got down there.
we need one for the creek.
Yeah. I need to
I
pull.
don't even know how many I got laying out in the garage here.
I'm going to definitely pull that whole thing down. I'm really thinking about pulling the buck nest down.
I got the one on public still.
You still have a stand-up? Dude.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm probably done hunting down there. Had my last hoorah down there. And then, my weekends up till Christmas right now are just packed.
What about that Monday, Tuesday of Christmas?
That
That's not when you're going on your little vacation.
No. It's the weekend before, so I'll
Yeah.
be there Friday, Saturday of that.
Yeah,
Because
because we get Monday, Tuesday off, right?
Monday might be get out in the evening.
Yeah, Monday evening, something
Yeah,
like that.
get out Monday evening.
Because we could do the Summit Climber and the Lone Wolf,
Okay.
or do one of the small. What
We need sticks.
I got those lone wolf sticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Go out in that corner.
where
We're
at?
gonna see some deer on public.
Yeah,
gonna see some deer,
I'm
dude.
ready to get on public.
Yeah, we're gonna see some deer. I'm telling you that right now.
So,
I don't know if it's beans or corn, but there's probably 10 acres standing there, so I know that they're gonna be on it.
I'm gonna adventure out here late season, get on some
Have
public.
you ever
with Cody.
hunted public? Ever?
No.
Man,
No.
that's sweet.
Never.
It can be an exciting.
So, I mean, I
Just the vast amount of ground that you can just walk is so cool.
yeah.
Like you'd be like, I can hunt over there.
Well, after we
I can
went
hunt over
dove
there.
hunting, I was like, dude, I should be on public. Why have I not done this before?
Yeah, and then you're like, it's kind of cool because you're like, I have no info. So literally a
Right.
giant could walk out at any moment.
Right.
And I can hunt this tree. I can hunt this tree. You're like, I don't know. I got to figure it out. So
Yeah.
that's why I get jacked. You got to figure it out, man. But I got to figure it out from years and years late season. I'm just telling you, it's like you're going to see like 30 turkeys and like 25, 30 deer.
I'm surprised we didn't have turkeys on the
I
camp
know.
hole. There was tracks going
Ran-
right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Literally, they probably just went literally right underneath it. I was
Turkey
jacked.
season's coming up. Did you get your tags?
Nope,
I
I'm
didn't
applying.
either.
I'm applying.
I got to get
Second
one just to
lottery.
guillotine it. I got to guillotine it.
Second lottery is coming up.
1 week, guillotine, then I'm filming you. As many tags as you get.
Probably won't fill any.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. This is kind of like a kickback episode for us. This is kind of nice. We hope you guys enjoyed. Get out there. It's late season. Get out there. Get cold. You know what I mean? Have some fun. Do some family stuff. Do some coyote trapping with family, coyote hunting, whatever you got to do to get out there. And
Don't think you can't shoot a giant buck either.
oh yeah, this is one of the best time of the years to do it. So a lot of days left of season still. So make some memories. Leave a legacy. Whitetail Legacy's out.